Welcome, curious listener. Today, we are diving deep into a story that, wow, it's just fascinated people for generations, hasn't it? Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Absolutely, a true masterpiece.
And for our deep dive, we're using that beautifully retold version by Mary Tomlin you shared with us. That's our source.
Right.
So our mission today, it isn't just about walking through Alice's journey again. We want to really try and unpack the mind behind this incredible tale.
Yeah, and explore how its, really curious elements challenge our ideas about identity, logic, even reality itself.
Exactly.
So this deep dive, it's going to go beyond just like hitting the plot points. We'll get into the surprising stuff about the author.
Charles Dodgson, right?
Yeah, Charles Dodgson. And those big core themes Alice deals with, and of course, the unforgettable characters she meets. We'll trace her steps, right from that rabbit hole.
All the way through.
All the way to her waking up again, highlighting the insights, the memorable bits that make this story just stick with you.
Okay, let's do it. So we should probably start with the creator, Charles Dodgson, better known, of course, as Lewis Carroll, born 1838. And he spent his career as, well, a pretty quiet, meticulous teacher at Oxford University, mathematics and logic.
And here's where it gets really interesting. You've got this logician, this guy all about ordered thought.
Yeah.
And he writes Alice in Wonderland in 1865. But get this, he apparently didn't even think it was an important book.
Really?
Yeah. He chose not to use his real name for it, used Lewis Carroll instead. That tells you something, right?
It really does. Like he was separating himself from it.
Oh, totally. And the book itself was, well, revolutionary for its time. Most children's books back then were all about teaching lessons, morals.
Right, very didactic.
Exactly. But Alice, the source says it did not try to teach anything. It only wanted to tell a wonderful story.
Just pure imagination.
Pure imagination, and boy, did it succeed. Sold very well, became very famous, really fast. That tension, Dodgson the logician versus Carroll the fantasist, that's kind of woven all through it.
What a fascinating paradox. Okay, so from this meticulous mind, we dive straight into Alice's own world of chaos. It starts pretty normally, right? Alice and her sister under a tree.
Alice is bored. Her sister's book has no pictures or conversations.
The classic complaint.
Yeah.
And then the catalyst. A white rabbit runs past.
Not just any rabbit.
No. Pulls a watch from its waistcoat pocket, shouting, oh, I'm going to be late.
And that's it. Mundane reality shattered. Alice, just on pure curiosity, follows him right down a rabbit hole. Doesn't even think twice.
And the fall itself is strange. She falls very slowly.
Yeah, very slowly. And she didn't feel afraid, which is odd in itself, right?
Totally.
She's seeing cupboards in the walls, books, pictures, like a house tipped sideways. And she's just musing about, maybe ending up in Australia or New Zealand.
And worrying about her cat, Dinah?
Wondering if there's a mouse for Dinah down there. It immediately throws out all the normal rules. Gravity, expectations, gone.
So after this long, slow fall, she lands softly, unharmed, but the rabbit's gone.
Vanished. Into a very long room. And Alice is alone. 4 doors, all locked, and no way back up.
Classic setup, trapped. How did she get out?
Well, that's the start of her confusion, isn't it? She sees a little table, and on it, a very small key.
The key?
But it's too small for the main doors. Then she spots a tiny door, about 40 centimeters high.
Okay.
And the little key fits this one. It opens onto a beautiful garden.
Actually, too big to get through.
Exactly. Constant teasing. You solve one problem, but you can't reach the goal. It happens again and again.
And that leads us to the first big size change. She finds a bottle on the table.
Just says, drink me.
Simple enough. She's cautious at first, checks for poison, then drinks it.
And she shrinks. Down to only 25 centimeters high. Small enough for the door.
Success.
Except the key is still on the table. Way up high now. She tries to climb, fails, and just starts crying. Understandably.
Oh, man. That feeling of being so close, yet so far.
It perfectly captures how Wonderland works. The rules keep shifting. Then she sees a little cake under the table.
With "eat me" on it.
Right, so she eats it, hopes it'll make her bigger or maybe even smaller, just something to get her into that garden.
Does it work?
Well, at first, nothing happened. She stayed the same size, which must have been confusing.
Yeah, after the bottle works so fast.
But then, as she finishes the cake, whoosh, she grows and grows, more than 3 meters high.
Oh, wow. That's problematic.
Extremely. And this constant changing of her body, it really starts messing with her sense of who she is. If her physical self is so unstable, what is Alice?
And now she's huge. 3 meters tall and crying these big tears that start forming a pool.
Yeah, water everywhere. She's trying to tell herself to stop crying, but she can't control it, just like she couldn't control growing.
It's like she's literally drowning in her own feelings.
Exactly that image. And just then, the white rabbit shows up again.
Oh, good. Maybe again else.
Well, he's all dressed up, still panicking about being late for the Duchess, terrified of, losing his head.
Right.
Alice tries to ask for help politely, but just seeing this giant girl scares him so badly, he jumps, drops his white hat, and runs off again.
So close. Alice picks up the hat he dropped.
And that's when the identity crisis really kicks in. She actually says, I was Alice yesterday, but everything is different today. Perhaps I'm not me now, so who am I?
Wow. That's heavy.
It is. She tries to remember things, multiplication tables. 16 and 16 is? Oh, I can't remember. And as she's crying, she notices she's shrinking again.
Why this time?
She thinks it's because she's holding the rabbit's hat, which is hilarious, right? Cause and effect are totally scrambled.
Completely arbitrary.
And the irony, now she's smaller than the table again, and she falls right into the pool of her own tears.
Oh.
Thinks it's the sea. It's such a powerful picture of being lost in your own distress, unable to tell what's real outside and what's just you.
And who does she meet in the sea of tears?
A mouse. And Alice, still trying to be polite through all this madness, tries talking to it. English first.
Doesn't work.
Nope. So she tries her French. Où est ma chatte? Where's my cat?
Oh, dear. Wrong topic for a mouse.
Very wrong topic. She keeps mentioning her cat Dinah, how good she is at catching mice. She catches a mouse every day, and it just terrifies and angers the mouse.
Yeah, you can see how that wouldn't go over well.
It's a great little moment about how, your normal can be someone else's nightmare. Totally miscommunicating.
So after this awkward swim, they need to get dry.
Yeah.
And the dodo comes up with caucus race.
The caucus race, which is just brilliantly absurd. The rules, everybody started to run at different times and stopped at different times too. So
No rules.
Pretty much. After about half an hour, the dodo just announces, everybody was first, so everybody can have a chocolate.
Everyone's a winner.
Everyone's a winner. And Alice ends up handing out the chocolates from a box she happens to find.
It feels like he's poking fun at something there, doesn't it? Like committees or pointless exercise.
Oh, absolutely. Where effort means nothing, and everyone gets a prize anyway. But even with the chocolate, Alice still keeps talking about Dinah.
Oh, Alice.
Tells the birds and animals how Dinah catches mice for breakfast and birds for dinner.
No.
Yep. And naturally, they all make polite excuses and leave. Spoke politely to Alice and left the room. Poor Alice is alone again, despairing she'll never see Dinah. It just shows how out of step she is.
Totally disconnected. And that continues when she gets to the White Rabbit's house.
It does. The rabbit, still frantic, sees her outside and mistakes her for his housemaid, Marianne.
Marianne.
Yeah, and sends her into the house to find his hat, the one he dropped earlier.
The nerve. What's Alice thinking?
She's thinking, why am I bringing a rabbit his hat? Pretty reasonable question. She's even thinking about how she'll watch mouse holes for Dinah when she gets home, trying to cling to normalcy.
So she goes inside, finds another bottle.
Another bottle. This one doesn't say drink me, but she drinks it anyway. She's kind of tired of being so small. Hopes it'll make her bigger.
Does it?
Oh, does it ever, in the worst possible way. She grows so big, her head hit the top of the house.
Oh no, she's stuck.
Completely stuck. One arm out of the window and one foot in the fireplace. The rabbit comes back with someone called Pat. They try to get in, see her arm.
What do they think it is?
They don't know. There's confused shouting, "It's an arm, sir!" Alice is just stuck and utterly fed up with these constant wild size changes. It's like her own body keeps betraying her.
You really feel her frustration there. Which brings her eventually to the caterpillar.
A really pivotal moment.
The caterpillar just sitting there, smoking and asking very slowly.
Ooh, as you want.
That fundamental question again. And Alice.
Her answer says it all. I don't really know, sir. I'm not me now. It's not just like, oh, I'm confused. It's deep.
Yeah, it's philosophical. Wonderland keeps stripping away everything she thought defined her size, her memory of facts, her surroundings.
So Carroll really makes you ask, right? If all that external stuff changes, what's left? What is the you? Is identity fixed or fluid?
Big questions.
Huge. And the caterpillar, even though he seems kind of rude and unhelpful...
He gives her the key, doesn't he?
He does. The crucial advice. Eat from my mushroom and you'll get bigger. Eat from that brown mushroom there and you'll get smaller.
Control, finally.
Exactly. She takes pieces from both sides, and now she can manage her size. She gets herself down to 18 centimeters high, ready to go into the next house. It's a turning point. She's gaining some agency.
Okay, so 18 centimeters tall. She enters the house and finds the Duchess.
The Duchess.
Yeah.
Described as a large, ugly woman, and there's a baby, a cook.
And the cat. The large cat with a big smile.
The Cheshire Cat. Its smile, famously, it goes from ear to ear. The Duchess just casually says, "It's a Cheshire Cat."
As if that explains everything. And the scene is total chaos.
Utter chaos. The cook is just throwing plates, cups, spoons, everything at the Duchess and the baby. Pepper everywhere.
And the Duchess is singing this awful lullaby.
Be angry with your little boy and hit him when he cries. It's just bizarre and unsettling, a real distortion of domesticity.
And then she just throws the baby at Alice.
Throws the baby. Alice catches it, takes it outside to get away from the chaos.
Man.
And it changes into a pig.
A pig. Of course it does.
And later, the Cheshire Cat just knowingly says, "I knew it."
Like, yeah, that happens. Nothing is stable here, not even babies.
So the pig runs off. Alice meets the Cheshire Cat again.
Yes. And the cat gives her some, well, philosophical directions.
You have to go next.
Right. Walk that way. It says you'll come to a house. A man lives there. He makes hats, and he's very strange. We call him the Mad Hatter.
Ah, the Hatter.
And also the March Hare lives nearby. Both strange.
And then the cat says that famous line.
We're all strange here. I'm strange. You're strange.
How does he define strange? By inversion. I laugh when I'm sad, and I cry when I'm happy. That's strange. It flips logic completely on its head. That's the baseline for Wonderland.
It really is. And then the vanishing act, that's maybe the most iconic image.
Absolutely. It vanishes slowly. First, its body went, then its legs. Then all of it vanished. And there was only its smile.
Just a smile hanging there.
Yeah.
Alice says, a smile without a cat. Now that's very strange.
And it is strange, but it's also brilliant, isn't it? Carol's playing with ideas. Can a quality exist without the thing it belongs to? Can you have a smile without a face?
It forces you to question what's real. Is it only physical things? Or can an idea, a grin, be real on its own?
Exactly. A direct challenge to how we perceive reality. Very clever stuff.
Okay, so following the cat's directions, Alice finds herself at, well, maybe the most famous scene of all. The Mad Hatter's Tea Party.
Definitely the most iconic gathering. Picture it. Big table under a tree, lots of chairs.
Only 3 people.
Only 3. The Mad Hatter, the March Hare, and a dormouse who's asleep.
And their welcome is less than welcoming.
Famously rude. No, you can't sit here. There isn't a place for you, even though there are tons of empty seats. Then they offer her wine.
When there's only tea.
Only tea! It's confrontational nonsense right from the start.
And they explain why they're always having tea. Something about time.
Yeah, the Hatter explains it's always tea time, because he apparently quarreled with time. Time was my friend, but he and I aren't friends now, so he doesn't do anything for me, and I don't have time for anything.
That's stuck at 6 o'clock forever.
Forever tea time. It's not just silly, is it? It feels like a real subversion of how we think about time. Linear progress, purpose, gone.
Yeah, if it's always the same time, what's the point of doing anything? The present is just an endless loop.
It really messes with our human need for schedules and goals. Carol's almost mocking our obsession with managing time, maybe.
Could be. Alice certainly gets fed up with it. The riddles with no answers. The rudeness.
She just can't handle the complete lack of sense. Eventually, she walks off, calling it a stupid tea party.
Can't blame her, really. So where next? The Queen's Garden.
Queen's Garden. She uses the mushroom again, gets to about 30 centimeters this time, finds another small door, and gets into this beautiful garden.
And meets the playing cards.
The playing cards. Gardener's first 2, 5, and 7, desperately painting white roses red. Because they planted the wrong color, and the queen will be furious. They're terrified.
The Queen of Hearts.
Then the whole royal procession arrives. Card soldiers, the King and Queen of Hearts, and the Knave of Hearts following them.
And the Queen. She lives up to her reputation.
Immediately. Sees Alice, first reaction, cut off her head. Sees the gardeners and the white roses, cut off their heads.
Just like that.
Just like that. Pure rage. The king is always trying to gently intervene, calm her down, but her power seems absolute terrifying.
But then the Cheshire Cat's smile appears again, in the middle of all this.
Right there in the air, which confuses everyone. The king, trying to be authoritative, orders its execution. Cut off its head.
That's how.
Exactly. The executioner basically says, how can I cut off its head? There's no body, I can't do it, and I'm not going to.
Logic wins for a second.
Alice suggests asking the Duchess about it, since it's her cat. But before the Duchess arrives, the cat just vanishes completely. You can't control something that isn't really there.
And speaking of the Duchess, she shows up later and tells Alice something interesting about the Queen.
Yeah, this is a great twist. The Duchess says, oh no, they never cut off anybody's head. The Queen likes saying it, but she never does it.
So it's all bluster, all show.
It's all performative. Her power isn't real execution. It's the threat, the spectacle of rage. It really deflates her terrifying image. She's just a caricature of tyranny, maybe like some leaders who rely on shouting rather than substance.
That makes sense. Okay, so after the garden, we get to the trial.
The trial of the Knave of Hearts, accused of stealing the Queen's tarts.
Sounds serious.
Well, it's set up like a formal court. King and Queen presiding above all the animals and birds. The White Rabbit is the court official reading the charges.
But I'm guessing it descends into chaos pretty quickly.
Oh, completely. The Mad Hatter is called as a witness, gives this totally confusing testimony about dates and having butter in his watch. Makes no sense.
Of course. And the cook.
The cook refuses to give evidence, just shouts, no. When pressed about what the tarts were made of, she yells, fish.
Fish tarts. Okay, yeah, this is pure nonsense. Justice is completely arbitrary here.
Totally arbitrary. It's a mockery of legal proceedings. And right in the middle of all this chaos, Alice starts growing again.
Oh, without eating or drinking anything.
Seems like it. Just happens. Her name gets called Alice as the next witness. She stands up, and she's suddenly enormous again, so tall that as she stands, she knocks everything over. Chairs, tables, and people fell here, there, and everywhere, her ultimate physical presence.
Wow. And how does she react? Is she scared?
Not this time. This is her moment of defiance. She looks right at the Queen, who's probably shouting off with her head again. And Alice just calls her out, you stupid woman! Don't be stupid. Who's afraid of you? I'm not. You're only cards.
She finally sees through it all.
Exactly. She breaks the illusion. And in response, all 52 cards just flutter down and fall on her. The whole house of cards collapses, literally.
And that's the climax. The end of the drama.
That's the climax. The cards falling on her. And then suddenly, she wakes up.
Just like that.
Just like that, back under the tree, her sister is there, gently waking her, saying she slept for a long time.
Wow. What a contrast from that absolute chaos, the trial, the cards, back to a peaceful afternoon.
It's incredibly effective, isn't it? The entire wild adventure, the rabbit hole, the shrinking, the mad tea party, the angry queen, it was all a dream.
But a dream that feels like it changed her.
Oh, definitely. Even though it was a dream, Alice went through so much. Her identity was constantly challenged. Reality kept shifting. But she learned to adapt, didn't she? She questioned things. And in the end, she even found the courage to defy the craziness.
It's like facing the absurd actually made her stronger, solidified who she was.
I think that's a great way to put it. It shows how confronting chaos, even internal chaos, can build resilience.
So, for you listening, stepping back into your own, hopefully less chaotic reality, what's the takeaway here?
Oh.
This deep dive really shows that sometimes maybe the most important insights don't come from neat, ordered facts. Maybe they come when you're willing to, follow that white rabbit down the hole.
Yeah. Question what seems certain.
And maybe find your voice even when you're facing a queen who just, likes the sound of off with their heads.
Absolutely. So the next time something feels totally nonsensical in your life, maybe a bizarre meeting at work or an illogical argument, or even just a strange thought that pops into your head.
Remember Alice.
Remember Alice. Ask yourself, is there some hidden pattern here? Is there something valuable in just embracing the absurdity for a moment, even if it's just noticing a smile without a cat that makes you question what's possible?
Food for thought. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Wonderland.
Always a pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning.